The following podcast is rated G for gammon. Please be aware it may contain some coarse language and is not suitable for children or gammon audiences. Say true God.
Seriously? Say true God.
God. Always say true God.
Seriously? Say true God.
God. We're back. Say true God. Them yarns.
Say true God.
God. Always say true God. Them yarns. Bro, we just blew out everybody's ears.
Yeah, that was so loud.
That was so loud. Apologies to everyone that is just tuned in for this podcast episode. You're like, what in the hell is going on? It's because we're doing the Them Yarns podcast. We're recording an episode while going live on TikTok. And for me, that is like trying to pat my head and rub my stomach at the same time and twerk. Chooch.
Yeah,
so I don't know what's happening. Don't know.
They didn't make it easy, that's for sure.
It did not make it easy. Anyway, if you are tuning into this TikTok or this podcast, I don't know who we're talking to right now, but let's assume that our people who on TikTok have never listened to our podcast. I'm Carly. This is Nagus. You can't see him. He's actually behind this camera. Bless our little hearts. We thought it's going to be easy. Reached 1,000 followers on the TikToks. By the way, can we get a little round of applause for that?
You. Let's go.
Thank you. Thanks everyone for following us, by the way. I think the Jessica Mauboy video probably helped.
Yeah, definitely. That Jessica Mauboy video was the best. Totally unplanned, but somehow we ended up there.
It's so Nagus is there. If you want to give him a follow too, give him a follow on TikTok. We have 1,000 followers on here, and I kind of didn't put any effort into TikTok till maybe a month and a bit ago. 1,000 followers, you guys professional TikTokers now. That's how we roll.
Yeah, we're like, this is just press the button. We'll go on there.
Just
we'll do
press
it.
the
And then
button.
we
It's
get hit.
easy,
Now,
bro.
next minute, I don't know what we do. We tried Facebook Live.
True.
We tried whatever live.
We was trying all the things. So Nagus is just saying that we're trying for the TikTok people now. This is going to be real confusing for listeners, and you're going to hate us by the end of this episode. We tried all the things for the live. No good. We have to actually unlock all these features, which we're not deadly enough for yet. Apparently, we have to go live for like 30 minutes. Then I got to get this, and then we got to do that. Like TikTok, really? I've worked harder on Centrelink. This is a joke. I don't know what's happening here. So, yeah, we'll see. By the way, I see you wearing the birds and the Freddie Leone shirt. What's happening there?
I went to the gig on Sunday, and I was like,
Shout out Fred Leone. What's happening in birds?
Fred Leone and Birds. It was they were really deadly live, and I like to buy the shirts when I go to the smaller gigs. Like the ones that are in the little intimate things. I don't really went for like the big stadium ones. I don't buy a shirt, but when they come local, I love to buy the shirts and stuff because it's good of them to come to the community. So when I say community, I do live on the Sunshine Coast. So it's not like I live in a little gammon town, but
don't.
yeah. So they were really good live. Really great mix of hip hop and language, etc., etc. So,
well, we're going to talk about bands a little bit later. So, if you're watching the podcast or you're listening, then tell us your favorite bands you've seen or shows, hip hop, whoever your favorite artists. We're going to talk about it later, but drop them in the comments because we want to come back to it and hear who some of your favorites are. What's your favorite concert you've been to or that you're looking forward to? Drop them in the comments. But first, we should probably tell our TikTok listeners who the hell we are because they just follow us on TikTok. Some people may not have even seen or heard a full episode of Them Yarns. This is it. This is the magic. Look at this. I've got this in hand. I know. What is this? What's this thing? What are these things called?
I was wondering why you're playing with the pin.
It's a
Good
pin,
ways.
right? Chooch. While I was playing with the pin. Wouldn't be the first pin I've been playing with. Chooch. Knock it off. This is how dumb we are. So the Them Yarns, the podcast, it was a brainchild of mine from, maybe a long time actually, a couple of years. And I've just never been able to do it because I didn't have the setup, didn't have the money, didn't have the energy, didn't have the time. I still don't have any of those things, but somehow we've got a podcast. And yeah, it started really kind of last year with Sis Alicia, if she's listening, Alicia. She ended up moving out because she is slack hole and left me. So that's fine. No hard feelings at all. Nah. And so then we wanted to keep it going and we changed it up a little bit. And Nagus is up on the Sunshine Coast. I'm in Brisbane and someone has asked, is this your passion? Yes. So background information for everyone. Roughly, let's do it like you've never met us before. TikTok, you've never met us. Who am I, Nagus? My mob come from North Queensland, Duggalbara, Yirinji. I am a previous radio broadcaster from back in the days. Used to work in Indigenous radio. So that was my passion and where I started my media career at 17 years old. Can you believe that? 17. Can you believe that was last
Crazy.
year? Like, I've only been doing it for 1 year. Can you believe
Yeah. How do you do it? How do you stay so youthful?
Oh God, I'm dumb. So this podcast is actually not on TikTok. This is the first time we've ever gone TikTok live, but we've had the podcast. You can search it up now. It's Them Yarns. It's on Spotify, it's on YouTube, and it's on Apple Podcasts. That's actually where you can hear the full episodes of our podcast. We don't do video yet because clearly we're not very good at it. We haven't worked out this video capers. We've been doing some clips that you see because Nagus actually lives in the sunny coast and I'm in Brizzy. So yeah, this is our part-time silly gig after work caper, and we've been I don't know, Them Yarns has been going basically since January this year. January 26th actually was like our first.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it was.
It was our first episode this year. So if you want to actually see the full episode, if you want to hear the full episodes of Them Yarns, click and follow us on all those things, and you can hear the full eps. But we thought, to celebrate our thousand viewers on TikTok, we'd come on here and do like a live video, and clearly it's just working out great.
Fantastic.
Anyway, so I'm going to try and tell you who Aaron is when Aaron's telling me who he is, so you guys can hear it. Ready, Aaron?
Why don't you just tell it? Just tell
okay.
them who I am. You know who I am.
Well, because we still have listeners that we're recording this podcast for who don't want to just hear me talk. So if you want to also, I think Aaron's forgetting we have two audiences going on, people.
Yeah,
we have the
true.
TikTok audience and we're also recording. So thank you guys. We're actually up to our 39th. People are saying congratulations on the podcast. We're up to our 39th episode.
39. That's
39.
crazy.
So
Feels like 1,000.
it does feel like 1,000. It's just me and Nagus. We've known each other for about 20-something years.
Mm-hmm.
How ridiculous is that? 20-something years. Talk about Aka and Athe, old people. Nagus will be a grandfather soon. I'm going to be in the eldest tent in a couple of years. This is how long we've known each other for. So we've got a fair few subscribers now to the podcast. We really are enjoying the interaction with everyone. So that's something that we loved as the podcast has grown. I know I have it. I love reading everyone's comments. I love the little reposts that we see on TikTok. And basically we love to say that Them Yarns is a black ass podcast. It
100%.
is look at the background. First of all, my mission dogs are here on their little bed and they rip up everything as we do the podcast. They're actually quiet tonight, and I'm a little bit scared of that actually.
Maybe TikTok has settled them down. They're like, oh, we're
TikTok
on camera.
settled
We
them
need to
down,
settle
you
down.
I don't know about that, Bruss. So, no, it's just because Stevie Nicks, my dog, is not in here at the moment. It's Stevie Nicks that's the one that acts it up. Yeah. But like we said before, we're doing our episode live. We're recording an episode while we're going live on TikTok. We do want to talk about bands shortly. So drop in your favorite bands or shows or people that you've seen in concert in the comments. We're going to come back to it. But back to me and Nagus. Nagus and I, 20-something year friendship. Nagus, let me describe him for those who can't see him. You ready? Can I describe him?
Go for gold.
White man.
Fucking bastard.
White redhead. Nah, Gavin. Oh my God. Actually, can I just say a quick one? Antic says, would love for you mob to join us on the live radio show on Saturdays. We would love that.
We would, because then you can teach us how we're supposed to do this.
Nagus said, then you can teach us how you're supposed to do it. Excuse me, Aaron Nagus. I have a certificate on my wall. Thank you very much. From the afters from the Australian Film, Television and Radio School with a graduate diploma in radio broadcasting. Thank you very much.
Okay,
I know what I'm doing sometimes.
I'm talking about TikTok, not about the radio.
No, we would love that. We will definitely join. So back to Nagus. What does Nagus look like? Okay, right now he's got a Birds and Fred Leone t-shirt. If you don't know who that is, you aren't black enough for us, first of all. He is drinking a glass of wine. Gammon, I think it's water. Knowing Nagus, yep, he just did these ones. It's water. Lots of hair on his head. You just can't You can't imagine how much hair is on top of Aaron Agus' head.
Slapped.
You know what? You know how I know Aaron Nagus is black? Because in the background, Aaron Nagus has an Aboriginal, the Aboriginal, the language map of like all their different languages, and it's all the different mob. And Nagus has got that on his wall, Indigenous. Also, someone said your porridge. I don't know about that.
I'm really not enjoying the one-way thing. I
He's
can't wait to
enjoying
get
this
on the other
one-way
side of this
conversation.
live.
Yeah, wait till he gets to be live.
Wait till I catch you, mob. I'll get you.
So no, Aaron's got a shaved head, bit of a beard, and he's also got the Aboriginal Torres Strait Islander flags in the background. Like, you know, one of those government ones you put on your desk? He actually took it from his last government job, didn't you? And you brought it home. Yep, I knew it.
Yes, I did.
I knew it.
Yep. And I put it just there, just so it always appears in my work meetings.
Oh my God, bro.
So
you're funny.
This is
this is Them Yarns. If you aren't following us already, please, follow us. Give us a follow on which way, everyone. So yeah, give us a follow on Spotify. Just search up Them Yarns, the podcast. We're also on Instagram and Facebook, but hello, like who uses them? We're clearly TikTok famous now. Like clearly this is our hood now. You know what I mean?
We don't need them other ones. We're just going to stay on TikTok.
So yeah. So this episode will actually go out this week, and you'll be able to hear things from this. So give us comments, because we will do shout outs. We will do the things while we're yarning to you, so you can go back and listen to it. But Nagus, let's talk about concerts. I have a concert coming up. You just went to Birds and Fred Leone. Firstly, how were they? The brothers?
Yeah, they were deadly. So the Shashim was the pre-act. He's a Quandamooka hip-hop artist. He was really deadly, had some really powerful rhymes, pretty good beats. And then Birds and Fred Leone come on. If you haven't heard them live, or even if you haven't heard their songs, it's a really great mix of Bachelor language. And then Birds switches up between like this almost frantic rapping. Like it's almost like, I don't know how, that real, he's so frantic with it, and then he slows it down, so it's pretty cool. So it's a really good, mix between them two. Yeah, it was deadly. They were great live. Unfortunately, Sunday on the Sunshine Coast isn't very busy, so there wasn't as big a crowd as there was everywhere else. But it's Sunday on the Sunshine Coast, like they're all lazy up here. We don't usually leave the house, so I even had people buy tickets that didn't show up. So
damn,
it was crazy.
Sunny Coast mob letting down the scene. And it's close to home for Freddie because Bachelor Boy on one side on his family. But Sunday, no one there. That's slack.
Yeah. But yeah, they were deadly live.
The Sunny Coast is pretty white though. So I don't know.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it is. But was it full of allies? Was the allyship strong? Yes, the answer is yes.
It's probably 50-50.
50-50, bless them.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to go and see Kendrick Lamar in a couple of weeks, literally like 4 weeks. That came around real fast. Is anyone else going to see Kendrick? I've seen him before. Have you ever seen him before?
When he was like first coming out, like, so he was a support act for Eminem, like his first ever time in Australia before he was famous.
Support act for Eminem at Suncorp?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
It's like his first ever time in Australia. Like he was pretty sure it was him.
Yeah, right. Pretty sure it was him. You can't say that. That is racist. It was a black rapper. I think it was. Come on, Nagus. I'm going to go and see his new show. He's coming to Australia. And you know what's a G up, though? This is an absolute G up, Kendrick. Just, I am like wild, as well as other Kendrick fans. So he announced a Melbourne and Sydney tour, Melbourne and Sydney show. That's it. Melbourne and Sydney. And then he's doing those festivals, those random ones that are happening in Canberra and Mildura or something. Imagine, can we just imagine Kendrick Lamar in Canberra right now? Like, that doesn't make any sense. Anyway,
no sense.
So these are kind of side shows to that show. So he announced it, and then he announced like Schoolboy Q is the support act. But then I'm like, got in on that, got my ticket straight away for the Sydney show, booked, deadly, mad. Then he's announced another show, I think in Melbourne and Sydney, 2 more shows maybe, I don't know, don't quote me on that. And he's bringing Doechii. It's so annoying, bro.
That is, that's deadly.
Yeah. So
I
I
know
won't
who
get
I'd
to
rather
see
see.
Doechii though. So the first two shows are bloody Schoolboy. So I get Schoolboy cute, and it's not bad, but it's not. I would like to see Doechii. Good ways. Have you
Yeah.
seen that Gumma's din?
Yeah, and I'd rather see her too.
She got big din. I'm just saying. She is deadly, man. She's a deadly rapper. So yeah, G up, missing out. But who's the best person you've ever seen in concert? Like if you had to just run like one show, bang. Which one's the highlight?
One show, oh, it's a toss-up between Snoop and Eminem.
So you saw Eminem separately at Suncorp Stadium.
Mm-hmm.
Snoop, where did you see Snoop?
I've seen him a few times. Big Day Out.
Okay, Big Day Out would have been epic.
Yeah, and
That's how old you are, by the way.
That's how old I am. Yeah.
That's how old he is. Big Day Out. Shame for him. These TikTok kids don't know what that is. If anyone knows what the Big Day Out is, please tell me if you know what it is or not. I don't feel like anyone on here will know what the Big Day Out is.
No, they probably won't.
Shame on all of you.
Yeah. But yeah, Big Day Out. He was deadly. But yeah, Eminem has like he's the real like showman. And the other time I saw Snoop was it's like R&B something like a hip hop. It was like a hip hop festival. It was like Busta Rhymes.
Yeah,
Snoop,
yeah. Oh, what was it? Like a Superfest or something? Was it
Superfest,
like a
that's him,
Superfest?
Superfest.
Guilty.
Yeah, Superfest.
Totally guilty. Went to Superfest and seen him as well. He was deadly at that. That was a good show.
Yeah.
Okay, so yours is Snoop and Eminem. That's somebody else in here. I think it was Air Antics said that his favorite was LAB live. Very good live. Mine. Okay, I've got a couple. The number one I think for me that stands out was probably like the closest thing to a religious experience for me, Lauryn Hill.
Oh wow.
And that was in 2014, maybe around that time, maybe a bit earlier. I lied, maybe about 2008, something around there. 2008, 2010. Some of you weren't born then, and that's okay. But yeah, it was. And she brought up, I think it was maybe Julian Marley or one of the Marley brothers. She brought up on stage and sang "Turn Your Lights Down Low," and that was before she. Well, actually, no, that's a lie. I was going to say that's before she started doing her diva tantrums, but she's always been doing them. Let's be honest. She's late for every single show, but if you've ever seen Lauryn Hill live, and that was the first time she had toured in 10 something plus years.
Yeah, jealous.
After the Fuji, so she was at her peak. Second show, I can say I've seen that was a highlight, an absolute life-changing show. Some may agree with this, some may disagree, but many of you won't know because you didn't get a ticket. I saw Kanye West and Jay-Z for their Watch the Throne tour live in Las Vegas at the MGM Grand. Thank you very much. Clock that.
Back when Kanye was good.
This was, no, actually this I was going to say pre-Kim days, but no, this is just when he was hooking up with Kim. And, some would say that it wasn't his prime. That was his prime days. Some would say College Dropout was his prime days. Some would say Late Registration was his prime days. I would say My Dark, Beautiful, Twisted Fantasy and Watch the Throne is his peak, is when he hit his peak, because after that, it's been a little bit downhill. But seeing them two live, and then we saw them at the LA Staples Center. What's the Staples Center called now? Is it changed?
Was it in LA?
Yeah, the main where the Lakers played back in the day.
Crypto.
What is that?
Yeah, they bought it.
Oh, for God's sake. Talk about ruin it. Yeah, that was a pretty epic, and it'll never happen again.
Nope.
So the MGM Grand Casino was the first show we watched, and Kanye and Jay-Z together, they would do the Watch the Throne songs, the ones that they collabed on, and then they would one would go down because they had these two pillars in the middle of the stage, the stage was at the front, and then the stadium was kind of built around these two pillars, and then the pillars would come up, and they had screens all around them, full screens, and they would project all sorts of things on them while they're one of them would come up and be on top of this podium in the middle of the stadium, and then the other one would be on the stage, and then they would sing a couple of their solo songs. Wow. And then they would sing a combined song, and then the other one would go down and the other one would go, it was epic.
Yeah, that's totally.
And talk about money.
Yeah.
When you know money on a stage,
Mm-hmm.
in the production, in the lighting, in the smoke, in the fireworks and lasers. Pretty sure Beyonce came in there at one stage. We couldn't see. We was in the nosebleed. But we were still there. Epic. And we actually were there when they filmed, the N-Word in Paris song?
Yes.
Yep. We were
Wow.
there when they filmed the film clip for that.
That's
you can
deadly.
see us. It was on the main stage. No, Gammon, it wasn't. But we were there for that. It was pretty epic, man. But we knew there were celebrities coming in because we were looking down, and every time someone came, everyone would scream when you could see like a bunch of people walking. You're like, who is it? Yeah, we were up the back with all the people from Compton who didn't have money for the good tickets. That was us.
The other, if we're speaking about religious experience through music, the other one that I still think about today is he's passed away now, but Dr. G. Unapingu. So
yeah. Oh, you saw
him live at the Sydney Opera House.
Mm.
And when I tell you that I didn't know how to experience music until that time, I was just sitting there, I was like, yeah, and you didn't know whether to laugh, cry, whatever. The voice was just crazy. Yeah, the notes he was hitting was crazy, and it's such like Sydney Opera House isn't that big.
Yeah,
and you're just getting like, it was deadly.
chills.
So that's the one where I just get like proper chills, just like sitting there, just like it was a deadly experience. That was a long time ago. That was when he first started getting famous.
Before he went solo, I used to listen to him when he was with Saltwater Band. And if you know your Aboriginal music, if you've never heard of Saltwater Band, then you need to go and school yourself, because he was like, one of the lead singers of that for a long time, like straight out of top end music, just so deadly. And then he blew up, and his voice was like no other. If you could see somebody, alive or dead, come back to perform again, anyone in the world, concert wise, who would it be? If you're watching us on the TikTok, drop us. Did you say Tupac?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Aaron said Tupac. That was a really quick answer. I wasn't ready. You just dropped it in there while I was doing the put your comments in the thing. He said Tupac, just like no, not Tupac. I have to agree, but also, okay, let's go top three. Let's go top three. So
Top
Tupac.
three.
Who else you got? Nagus?
And this is, I guess, showing my age. Tupac, Bob Marley,
Ooh, Bob Marley.
then Michael Jackson.
Oh, you took Bob Michael and Michael Jackson. We're probably going to get cancelled for saying that, but you know what? Here's the cancel button. Do it. If I could see somebody dead or alive in concert, Michael Jackson, yes, 100%. His new movie's coming out next year. I already feel the cancel vibes coming because I'm excited to see it. I know. If you want to go back and listen to the conversation Nagus and I had about do we cancel Michael Jackson, you need to go on to Spotify, search up Them Yarns, the podcast, go back and listen to our old episodes. Or if you have Apple Podcasts, you can also do it there, and also YouTube. We've talked about this. We've talked about, are we cancelling Michael Jackson? I don't know if black people can. That's the go back and listen to that yarn. But I don't know, brother. I am so excited about the MJ movie. I've seen that. What do you think of the film clip for it?
I haven't seen the film clip.
You haven't seen the teaser yet? Okay.
I haven't seen a teaser yet. My algorithm hasn't blessed me with that yet, but...
My algorithm is popping off. So his nephew plays him, and he's very close to looking like MJ.
True, that's definitely...
Moves, everything. No one's going to be... And then there's like some... My algorithm now is proper playing up because I've been liking some of the MJ stuff. So now there's like videos coming up and people are saying the trailer looks good. I agree. I think it's going to be pretty epic. It's in the cinemas. But that one of the algorithms for me now is like the Michael Jackson impersonators that are that are going, oh, I would have done it better. Mike, I would have done it better. You know how they all Michael Jackson impersonators and fans were like no one else on this planet. I don't even think anyone comes close, right?
No.
Maybe Beyonce fans and even then, like people,
Swifties,
no, but people fainted when Michael Jackson walked near them. Like this was what happened. Really, it was just like the Beatles maybe had the same hysteria.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
Like we're talking hysteria. Like I know little girls
Beatles,
cry.
Elvis, and Michael Jackson.
Beatles, Elvis, Michael Jackson. Yes, those top three. And I don't think I've ever seen anyone cry like hysterically for Beyonce
No.
or Swifties. Like the kids love a Swiftie. Like don't come for me, Swifties. Okay, do not come for me. I'm not saying nothing about your girl. What's her name? Taylor. Taylor? Yeah. Like I know her. Sister Taylor. I'm not saying nothing about Sister Taylor, so don't come for me, Swifties. All right? I'm just saying, does she have the level of hysteria that Michael Jackson fans had?
No. I reckons
No way.
Michael was special. I think that's true. Like it was just
100%.
he was political. He was
Was he political?
talented. Yeah.
When?
Black
Remind
and
me.
white.
Oh, yeah, black and white. The most obvious song. When was Michael
my
Jackson
goodness.
political? The clearest, most political
Call
song
yourself-
you can
call
get.
yourself
Black
a
and white.
fan? What?
To be fair, he's been dead about friggin' 15 years. Leave me alone. It's been a while. Okay, where were you when you heard when MJ died?
I don't remember.
All of you on TikTok, don't try answer this because you're all under the age of like 12, so don't even go there. Nagus, you can't remember? You can't remember. Come on, it's one of those times in history, surely. Can I tell you where I was when I heard Michael Jackson died?
Where?
I was live on radio in Townsville.
Really?
Radio 4K1G, 2 Deadly, 107.1 FM up in Townsville. I was live on radio for the breakfast show because I used to host the Brekkie show. And it came on the TV, you know, and it was like, this is kind of just when social media was like Facebook was kind of popping off. And so I would have my Facebook while I'm like, by the way, I was not meant to. Isn't that weird? Like back then I was not allowed to have Facebook.
Social media.
You weren't allowed to, like, social media was like frowned upon, like if you did that on radio. And now it's like a need.
it.
So your girl was ahead of the game. But anyway, I had my little Facebook going, and all the headlines of Michael Jackson's died. Like I remember just being stunned, and I had to announce it. I had to announce it on radio to all the listeners, and it was sad. I was very, very sad. And I went to the house where he died. Is that morbid?
That is.
Okay.
That is deadly. Lots of people do it.
I did. We paid our respects over there in LA by standing out the front of the house that he got taken out in a body bag. I'm sorry. But it was kind of our way to do
Yeah.
the respect thing. So,
Well, what else?
MJ.
You can't go to the not like you can go to the funeral. Your funeral, not like you can go to the tombstone or anything. So
Do you remember the funeral? Michael Jackson's funeral?
yeah, it's
Man,
big.
If my funeral's not that big, I don't want it. You know what I mean? Just saying.
We're gonna have to do a funeral podcast. Like I was reading this thing about all the different ways people are getting like whatever happens to them after they die. Now it's a whole podcast. So I'm gonna say
What
that.
do you mean
just put that-
after they die?
No, I can't tell you because it'll ruin a surprise. So let's just save that for another episode.
Somebody named Sexy Busty Lady has joined our live. I feel
They're here for me.
clearly
I'm
they're
sorry.
here for Nagas. Clearly. And I'm like, why would I join with a different name? Nah, Gavin. Hi, everyone. We actually have a fair few people watching. So if you want to interact, you want to shout out, you want any of those things, drop us a comment on our TikTok. We are going live and doing our podcast episode this week. We've been going on this podcast for it feels like 60 years.
Jess Plays Metal said hi. You didn't say hello back to her before.
Oh, really? Who said?
Jess Plays Metal.
Jesse? That was the name of my first boyfriend, Jesse. Did you know
True.
that? Yeah. Grade 8 days. I broke up with him after a day because I was frigid.
Poor Jesse.
Poor Jesse. He's actually a multi-millionaire now. Dumb me.
well.
I should have stayed with that.
Should have stayed with him.
Anyway, if you're watching Jesse, no, he's got a wife now, I think. Anyway, this is the random stuff we talk about on this podcast. We have been going. Are we going to take a break over Christmas? This is the question.
Ooh.
Because I feel like we've been producing at least one episode a week since January, bar a couple. I even produced things when I was in Europe. So do I get a holiday? Do we get a holiday?
Up to you. I'm not doing nothing.
Nagus doesn't care. He wants me to work myself to the bone over Christmas to entertain the masses. And if I have to do that, I'll do it.
Yeah, so we can work out how to do this TikTok thing. You know, all my 7 followers can join in the
Cool.
live.
Nagus has 7 followers. We do have, maybe we need to come up with some new segments maybe for next year. We've got a couple of segments on this podcast. We've got one of them called Tea Time. Tea Time is kind of where we spill the tea on something happening, either in Black community, in any sort of community in Australia. And we also have Culture Killers, where we talk about pop culture and the things that are happening in the world. Mostly Trump, because it's great.
So much easy content with that lad. He just does something dumb pretty much every day, and it's easy to talk about.
Every single day does something. I'm probably never going to be able to get into the States, which is really disappointing for me.
No, I forgot to tell you that. So my friend, he's over there for a convention at the moment, and we were talking about. He had not even paid any attention to any of the He's like, I'm like, what's your social media like? He's like, oh no, I don't really post much.
No way.
And then I was like sending him stuff of like what's happened to people who posted different things, and he had like no idea. I was like, so you could have been because
Pulled
he's
up.
he said you could have been pulled up. He's like, yeah, I had no idea any of this stuff was happening. But he's fine. He got in.
So did he have to give up his social media? Like, do you have to post all those things when he went over to the States?
Only if you get pulled up, yeah. But he didn't get pulled up. So.
So during when you walk through,
yeah. So the people who've been pulled up, like they've obviously applied for the ESTA visa.
Yeah.
And then some red flags have popped up. So obviously they do like a social media check or something.
Oh, really? Before you get there.
Before you get there.
Oh, well, I got no chance. Yeah, good.
Yeah, one guy said he cleared he wiped his social media for like 3 months before it, and they still found his stuff. Like they're still
what
like, oh,
the hell?
Yeah.
Yeah,
still
you probably
up.
need a burner phone, all those things. It's just a lot, isn't it?
Yeah.
The States.
Yeah, people taking burner phones saying that.
Bloody
this is
hell.
my phone. Where's your messages?
Yeah. Has anyone been to the States on TikTok lately and been pulled up by immigration to check your socials? Because I genuinely want to know. I may or may not be going to the States next year, and your girl may or may not have.
You might have to dye your
about
hair a
Trump.
bit blonder because you look sort of Mexican. So
This is the
you
other
don't
thing.
wanna-
I don't want to be snatched off the streets, which is not funny. Like when I was there last time, 2011. People would just speak Spanish at me because they thought I was. They're like, where the people when you walk along the streets, like in Hollywood, and they give you. So if you go down, if you've never been there, if you go to Hollywood, they, there's all people going, come to this tour, and they're like, hey, ma'am, and then they wouldn't even say hello to me. They go, hola, and start speaking Spanish to me, and I'm like, not español, like no Spanish. They're like, what are you? Because you're not black.
Yeah.
So in the States, they're very they just categorize you. So you're either like black, white, Hispanic, Asian, or Mexican.
Yeah.
What's the other one? I'm thinking of there's something else. That's literally it. Black, white, Asian. Hispanic.
Yeah, that's it.
That's pretty much it. In the States, they just put you in these boxes, and then if you don't fit in the box, they don't know what to do with you. So I was getting treated like I was Hispanic. Nothing wrong with that, but if I have to go back to the States at this time, I don't think I look Hispanic, but apparently over there I did. And then I go, no, I'm Australian. And they go, oh, okay. G'day, mate.
Good day, mate.
G'day, mate.
How you going?
Yeah. Anyway, if anyone on here has been to the States, let us know what your experience was like, because your girl might not be going anywhere.
Yeah, I don't think I'll be allowed back until Trump's not president.
Oh, yeah, because you were there before he got presidency, right?
Yeah.
Was that last year?
2022.
Was that how long ago you been? 2022. Damn. Aaron went to, where'd you go for the
Vegas for the footy.
What's that game called? Is that the first?
Yeah, like the Vegas round, they call it now.
They call it the Vegas round. Why are they doing that, by the way? Can we talk about that? Why the NRL in Vegas? Why do we need this?
So what they're looking to do, obviously Australians are some of the worst gamblers in the world.
Right.
But what they're trying to do is break into the betting market of the US. So, there's like 200 or 300 something million people in America, and there's only 20 something in Australia. So they're hoping that a little small percentage of those millions of people who in the States who bet will start betting on rugby league.
Really? They're trying to tap into the betting. That's
Trying
why
to
they're
tap into the
going
betting
over
market. Yeah. So it's
Really?
like grow the game global, but the
there.
reality
Roll
is
it
that
with money.
yeah, the more people they bet on it, the more TV screens show it, more TV screens show it, the more
Isn't
people
that
gamble on
bad?
it, and then so they increase their viewership as well. But Yeah.
So it comes
The
down
big-
to them promoting betting at the end of the day. That's what's happening.
Yeah.
Isn't
That's
that
pretty much
bad?
that's pretty much what keeps the game afloat at the moment. All major sports are pretty much just sponsored by alcohol and gambling.
Alcohol and gambling. It's a bit of a shame. I don't know. I feel it's like a bit of a cop out when you see the NRL and then they go, bet responsibly. Blah, 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 blah. This could be ruining your whole life. Like, then
Yeah.
like, why are you
Bet with your head,
encouraging
not
this?
over it.
Yeah,
I'm like,
bet with your
yeah.
head, not over it. Bet with your hole, not over it. Like that should be. That should be it. That should be it.
Yeah.
That's the new slogan.
We'll do that one for North Queensland, and we're like, oh, I better watch myself.
That's the new slogan for for them yarns, the podcast.
Bet with your
Bet
hole,
with
not
your
over
hole,
it.
not over it, George. Oh my God, stupid idiots. Yeah, and we've talked about some pretty random stuff tonight. We've gone from bloody trying to get this TikTok going. For anyone that's watching and you're like, you just joined and you're like, what in the hell's going on? Why is this girl just talking at us? So co-host Aaron Agus is on the screen right now. We're recording an episode for the podcast. We tried to big note ourselves. We tried to come on, do a live, try to get him to join. He don't have enough followers. He does have enough followers. I need to unlock a few more features on the Them Yarns account on here, which we'll do. We only just hit 1,000. All right. I'm a retired social media elder. I would like to remain that way. So I don't know about these things, okay? But I'm here for the people. All right. That's what we're here for. I'm here doing the bit because I was very like, I don't want to get on TikTok. You convinced me.
I did. I said there's a whole market, and we now have more followers on TikTok than we do on the other two, don't we?
I roll. Apparently, we have
You're
more
welcome.
followers on TikTok than anywhere else, and that is because we've been posting the clips. And thank you for sharing the clips and for following everyone. Really appreciate that. So now you need to go over and subscribe to our podcast on Spotify. That's where we actually want you to listen. We may, or I don't know, do we start releasing full episodes? Video eps. That could be
Yeah.
something down the line. If you really think we're that deadly, you like seeing our faces, that could happen. Right now it's
Yeah.
audio because we can't work out technology.
Yep. Let's be honest, we're lovely. So once we start doing videos, we're going to go through the roof.
It's
We need
true.
to settle down now.
We're very humble here at Them Yarns, as you can see. So yeah, we've been doing the podcast all year, just chipping away, just having a go. Black Ass Podcast in the background. We don't have no fancy studio. You can see it's my house. Nagus is in his little office in his place up on the sunny coast. We're just kicking back. This is our little part-time thing. We love politics. What else do we love? We love pop culture
Pop culture, politics, and blackfellas.
and blackfellas. If you like all those things, you can come over and have a yarn. We're still mucking around with when we release an episode because Carly is the presenter, producer, editor, face. No, again. It's a lot of work, but everyone seems to be enjoying it. So if you want us to talk about anything specific on the podcast as well, a bit of feedback from last week's ep that was an episode around identity and how that's moving and changing for mob, especially with mixed heritage, and the topic of blackfellas declaring their white side, which was strange. We won't give too much away. You need to go back and listen to the episode, the full app on Spotify. But we got some good feedback on that, Bros. And we want people to give us suggestions of what to talk about because clearly you and I will just talk silly.
Yeah, and we need somebody to teach us how to use TikTok properly so we can work out what all these buttons mean because all these people are joining and leaving and saying hello and whatever else. I'm like, I don't know what's going on.
I don't know what's going on either. I'm just like leaving it here. So this is the first time we've interacted with our TikTok audience. And I think most people would have seen us because of the little clips that have been going around. And yeah, this is actually what we do. We actually do an audio podcast. And you know what? Let's put the shout out. Let's put the call out. Aaron and I, next year, NAIDOC week, will come somewhere. If you will host us, we'll come and do an event. We're very cheap. Aaron is anyway. I'm not. But
I'll be whatever you pay me. If you do a cup Murray, I'm there for free.
Aaron will do it for a cup Murray. I'll do it for a cup of coffee. To be quite honest with you, that's how cracked we are. But yeah, brother, this is our little ep for the week. I reckon this is it.
Yeah.
So
let's try again another time. I reckon we go on Facebook Live, see if the old people want to listen to us next time.
Facebook Live. We tried to go to Facebook Live tonight. Let's just talk about this real quick. We couldn't get on here before. We went away. We're like, all right, let's just try Facebook Live. All the over 40s are over there. Let's go on to We had 2 followers on there, 2 viewers that I could see. I was like, awesome. We're going back to TikTok. We tried.
We tried.
In saying that, Meta has their live game like that.
Yeah,
TikTok,
so easy.
you're making us work for it. And
Pick your game up, TikTok.
there's no need. I really don't feel like TikTok needs to be this hard to do a live. Why?
Yeah. I'm just going to turn my camera on randomly now for lives.
For lives? You just
to
got to
get
go
the
live.
3 half. Yeah, because you got to go 3 half an hours.
You got to, yeah, we've
3
got to do
half-an-hour
3
sessions.
half an hours. So we'll probably do like a couple of more random lives as we're doing our chats, just so we can get our lives up, and then Nagus will be able to join in future, and I'll be able to add him. So this stupid like features, bruh. And then I don't know about no monetization game. I don't know about none of that. We ain't doing this for money. Clearly, if we were,
You should go live when you're editing and just sit there.
Oh
and
my
people are
God.
like, oh.
Yeah, I will go live when I'm editing, and you can all see how long Aaron does a big break for in the middle of his pauses. Bro, can I say big shout out to Courage over in New Zealand.
Courage.
Courage actually edited last week's episode for us because your girl was under the pump with work, and Courage got it
Thanks,
done.
Courage. Sorry about the pauses, brother.
He said Nagus is a dead set elder with these pauses. Damn it, he didn't say that. But I said it, but he also agrees.
I'll take it. I got no hair. I don't mind.
Yous mob don't understand how good I make this clumsy sound with the edits. So yes, I will go live when I'm editing this episode, so you can listen and hear and see the process. Anyway, that's them yarns this week. First live episode we've recorded. Very confusing for everyone.
So confusing.
Yous are probably like, we're so sick of hearing Carly just talk.
We'll try again next time.
We'll try again. Yeah, we're going to try 3 more, get our bloody things up. What did Damien Charles do? What's that? I can't see the emoji from here. I'm old. I've got no glasses on.
Lion
Damn it.
emoji.
Damn it, I thought it was a gift.
No, it was a gift, actually.
Is it actual?
No, it's a
Stop telling lies, Nagus. You reckon?
person with the mask on.
God damn it. See, look, old people here. Can't even think. I feel like we're playing pokies, unlocking our features.
Yeah, it's
Tap,
terrible.
tap. All right, you mob. Enjoy this when it comes out. It's probably going to hurt your ears, but, you know, the things we do, bruss.
Yes.
The things we
Deadly.
do. Anyway, we're out. Catch us next week on Them Yarns.
Central Board. Central Board.